Welcome back to Divine Feminine. We're here to cover your weekly energy for the month of October and through each week. Now, yes, these energies can play out fluidly and you can refer back, especially as you are transitioning. Now, you're creating energy I'm seeing at the moment. We do have the Sage, and the message that I got, especially spiritually tuning into these cards, they feel very deep, moody and broody. I also can see through the Sage energy and your personal growth over the years of your twin flame path. I do feel as though your saving grace is going to be the wisdom and the lessons that you learned. It is going to help you navigate through this portal at this point in time. I also feel by getting grounded and, going into your Akashic records, I feel as though, especially because we do see this person holding a lantern, it can be almost like the Hermit card in Tarot, but it's very intuitive. It's very almost like occult wisdom you're getting. For some of you, I can see and say there could be a desire to seek a reading. This could be searching for things on YouTube. It could be seeing a guru or a coach or a mentor. But this also could be some information and revelations you're getting from signs, synchronicities, and dream states. And I do see this to be a time where you're trying to be wise. You're trying to pull upon your experience of the past. Except the one thing that I do see as a big bugbear is that as we're actually looking at the past position, I hope I got the right one. No, I don't. Past position, we do have the individual here actually looking at the abundance factor. And it's funny, there's a dragon. We are in the year of the dragon at the moment. She's holding a cup, and we do have abundance. And the first thing I was hearing is, not feeling valued. Looking at the yin and yang polarity of Aries and Libra, it's like a swinging pendulum, and I feel Divine Feminine. This is the song that I hear relating to this, even though the context of the song completely isn't, really relevant in the context of this kind of premonition energy, intuitive energy. It's almost like the old you is dead and gone. The old you, there could be some things that you're wanting to bring back, you're wanting to place back because you felt you put yourself and your own needs on the back burner. The other thing can be is that this new kind of Divine Feminine coming through has learned a lot through relationships. Definitely. This can be to do with equality. It can be to do with fairness, the give and take, the receiving, the understanding and compassion. I feel some healthy boundaries are being kind of drawn here, but I also feel not to allow your wounds to prevent your heart from actually receiving, because we do have the thought energy here in the heart of the energy. And I feel as though this, from a Mercury point of view, I can see two masks, a blue one and a red one. It does feel that the star is shining on you. This person is directly thinking about you, but also our thoughts do affect our vibration moving forward. And so, really listening to your heart and having empathy for your heart of the things that you went through, but not to put that energy back into the wishing well so those fires can burn in a very negative way. We want a positive frequency to come through in a manifestation. This can be a fantastic time for journaling, a fantastic time for transformation, but I do feel Divine Feminine is moving forward regardless. Now, it's funny, we do have the King of Water here in reverse, and this can be for some Divine Feminines where they feel they're moving forward with or without counterpart. They are moving forward. Some can feel as though this person is transformed or quite detached, and this reading also can apply to those of you in reunion or union or communication. It's a vibration that's shifting through us at a collective level. You can find that each individual here in the mix is trying to get into harmony, and by navigating it wherever you are on the path, you're going to understand more deeply how to relate to each other. Communication, psychic energy, 3D communication. What I do see is there is a shift. There is a situation that this person is having to wrap up. There could be a tower moment for that individual at this point in time. You also, within your own individual masculine energy, can be having some bugbears, and this can be a balance between, it could be career and home, career and family. This could be home-based businesses, or working out in the force, maybe working in masculine orientated roles during your life, and you're wanting to find the more Venusian Venus energy, but something of a pendulum energy within divine feminine's own inner masculine is becoming a bit of a challenge. And it could be that you need to rest. It could be that you're overstimulated with an energy and things are being asked to really slow down. Now, also noticing, let me double check the date. Jupiter from the 9th is retrograde, and it will be sextiling Chiron on the 12th of October, really linking to this time. So what we can say is there can be some opportunities to heal some wounds. It can be a time of reflection, especially for those of you, if you've been married before. It could be that you're reflecting upon those energies of the past. It could be having revelations to do with these things. And I did say, and I have said this for the last few months and even last year and the year before, Pluto in Capricorn is going to bring a lot of old karmic situations to a close. You can be bumping into people of the past. This can be exes, friends, childhood connections, school friends. I mean, there will be a lot of Akashic record revisiting. Okay, going into the vault, going into the memory system. You are in the magician energy here on the bottom row, and I do see this to be quite a positive thing. We can see this magician energy, this Chiron lotus flower, and I feel you can actually manifest things in. Again, the other thing I will say is, you can pull pennies from heaven. This can be a time where divine feminine does have an ability to turn the ship around. Why is that? Because you're the sage. Okay, any difficult situation you can turn around in your favor. You need to learn it as an art. You need to, where the wound is where the weapon is, as an analogy. So, when we are looking at abundance and we're feeling all that glistens is not gold, or all that was glistened is not gold. It's in the past, right? Your past can serve you in positive ways, not just negative, because it gives you a PDF of what didn't work. It is a process of elimination, lessons and learnings, where, rabbit, as you're proceeding forward, you can actually look to the future and say, okay, I know what I need to do now. I know what I can do. I'm not going to give my power away. I can be the king of the castle and turn the ship around. You do have more options than you think. Now there's a choice here, right? I'm noticing, look at this card. It's phenomenal. We have to the right of the tree, we have a snake holding a lantern. We have to the individual with the white face peering out. We have a sword. We also have a magician with the star card, and we have 3 doors. We have an apple. We have a pendulum, and we also have the tree of life. You have a lot of wisdom here. You have 3 portals to go through, 3 doors. Now, it could be third time lucky energy. This is also which door do you wish to manifest. Now, you can manifest this in your favor. Now, noticing your outcome card is actually quite a water energy. And I had all these cards jumbled. So thank God I got this one right. Now, it is in reverse. This isn't bad. Again, I've seen both masculine and feminine cards in reverse as the outcome. What the last few months for us has been fine-tuning us for 2025, for our future, for what will never be the same again in our lives. And it is about reconnecting to our spirituality, but it's also about merging spirituality with confidence. Now, spirituality doesn't mean you don't have healthy boundaries. It doesn't mean we go into vices and, we are all singing Kumbaya. We are aware of the spiritual energy we go through. And people that are spiritual do go through hell. Okay, I'm just going to be real. It's not you became spiritual and a sage. You are the sage, divine feminine, because you had you were bubble wrapped and everything was perfect. No, the sage gets to be the sage because they have experiences that, what would the word be? Put pressure on them. What's a diamond? It's created under heat and pressure. You are the diamond. Okay, that diamond is the sage. Use your sage energy for positive. So if you have theoretically listened to the energy really from that previous eclipse, prior to the Libra eclipse, it was in the house of Pisces. Pisces and in your twin flame path at this point in time is all the spiritual energy. Now, for the divine feminine, it was a lot of connecting in. For the divine masculine, it could have been the use of pacifiers and escapism. Okay? Something in that is still positive. You get light and dark in all polarities. It's moving into Aries next year. So this can be being spiritual, but being assertive. Yes, being a light worker and having your connection, but also being in the yin and yang of feminine and masculine so that both parties can merge. I see these waters as well. Could be some unfinished business that divine feminine has, and her guides are trying to guide her at this point in time. Her guides are trying to bring this in. Some of you could be feeling as though you are blocking the 5D out. Could I say 5D? Psychic energy with the person attempting to intercept you. This can be your twin flame. I feel some of you could be trying to block that because you feel it is making you feel vulnerable. It's triggering you. There's something in it, and usually you do tend to get a lot of bombardment just before the reconciliation and the reuniting occurs. Now, this can be a difficult time, and it's not impossible, and certain zodiac signs can reconcile, but this definitely is an activation where shake-ups in karmic relationships are ending, and you are going to feel the pull and the nudge, but there will inevitably be a cutting off of a cord of a karmic situation in both parties' lives. This can be feminines and masculine. So there could have been some karmic cords that are actually being cut away from your life at this point in time. It could be a memory system so that you can liberate yourself moving forward. Both parties here are ascending. Both parties at this point could feel they're quite descending. I do feel, again, some of your dreams may come true, but you're just not going to expect it. We will check in with this energy next week. If you want the coaching and the astrology and all the energy that does go with this, you can join our YouTube membership for ad-free content and more. Otherwise, I will see you for the next edition next week. Take care.